Welcome to Torquay, dear viewers. Joan, on my way down here to meet you, so we can shop together at Carter's, I noticed that our town's biggest drug dealer, J Escoban, is dealing within yards of a police car. Let's go and take a look.
Before we do that, Terry, I would like to thank the viewers for their kind messages after my recent upset that put me in a dark room at the back of my little flat for a week. I think they understand that living in the center of Torquay can overwhelm a person, especially those of us on this poverty farm, surrounded by illegal drugs, human desperation and housing that resembles a Victorian slum.
I think there's some Making Melville Marvelous event in the car park later today. Something to do with saving energy when you're poor. No doubt people on huge salaries will patronize us by saying we must switch off our fire and wear a thicker jumper, as if we'd all been born without common sense.
Look, there's AJ. I can't believe it. He's so utterly brazen, Terry. He's dealing where there's a police car in sight. And look, the yellow order are out and about too. I hope they haven't arrested anyone around here, because they were overheard criticizing Her Highness, Ward Councillor, Mrs. Precious Love, or have poured doubt on the teachings of liberal democracy.
I didn't think it would be long before we saw a parking enforcement officer up here, Joan. I tell you this, I agree with people who say that if the rest of the council was as proactive as the parking enforcement department, our streets would be drug-free, and we'd all be living in safe, tidy houses, able to eat our dinner off of the pavements.
I agree, Terry. Torquay Council believes that motorists who don't move their car the moment their parking ticket expires are committing a crime parallel to murder. I'm surprised that they don't hang these motorists on Carey Green and then sell all their goods to cover the fine.
Yet, the drug dealers like J Escoban, who run their illegal businesses from the squalid flats and bed-sits around this place, go unchecked. They even use parking lots as their market stall. It's no wonder that decent people are so angry.
Oh look, Terry, there are some pretty butterflies. They must be attracted to the strawberry plant growing next to the notice board.
Don't be daft, Joan. It's Ward Councillor Mrs. Precious Love. She has become so important. She has been elevated, and now lives in a yellow sunflower cloud that resembles something from the Teletubbies.
I think this bag I'm holding must be leaking, and the wind is blowing it towards me face. I'm feeling as high as a ruddy kite stood here. At first, I saw these weird yellow butterflies, and now I see someone dressed in expensive gold chains, sat inside this crazy-looking yellow cloud. If that person or thing starts to speak to me, I shall know for sure that I'm well and truly off my rocker. I need to be more careful with what I cut this gear with in future.
Are you waiting for a Making Melville Marvelous event? I am feeling so positive. Truly, I say to you this day, amazing things are about to happen. You promise me, you will vote Liberal Democrat next May.
Wow, it's a speaking cloud, a bit like something off the Teletubbies. Did you say something about making Melville marvelous? I think Melville has been marvelous for years.
You are such a refreshing young man. I must get you to join my party. Pray tell me, what makes Melville so marvelous for you? I tell you now, I shall make you a champion of this place.
Thank you, but I am already a champion of these streets. I make loads of money. There's such a demand for my products. People will do anything to get their hands on my gear. I'm a celebrity, a rock star even. Girls fall on their knees and offer me their bodies. I have never paid tax.
This is so positive. I am loving every word of what you say. I believe that you are being touched by the spirit of liberal democracy. We were destined to meet this day.
So, who or what are you? I've never spoken to a floating sunflower cloud before. I never did that, even after me mum gave me the biggest hit of LSD ever.
You do not know who I am. How can you not know? For, I am the greatest person in the whole of Torquay. I have been elevated. Do not come any closer, for I dwell in this place of purity. Truly, I cannot believe that you have not realized, you stand before me, Her Highness, Her Most Worshipful, Councillor Mrs. Precious Love.
Frankly, I've never heard of you. The nearest I get to you lot in the ivory tower is Castle Circus. There's always a few quid to be earned up there. I bet the view from your ivory tower is amazing.
I glide to the top of the ivory tower most days, to admire my dominion and the panorama of my beautiful bay. I feel so very positive and blessed, every second I am up there. Perhaps, you will see it for yourself one day. I need people like you. These wretched campaigners against poverty and bad housing in Torquay are a thorn in my side. I want them gone.
The only view I get from my window on Warren Hill is the back of a piece of hardboard. Some crazy, who'd never taken heroin before, wanted to buy this huge hit from me. She took it, and then punched in my windows. The landlord won't ever fix them. He knows tenants like me will never complain.
My highly expensive golden chain of superior office now weighs heavy upon my fragile neck. I shall drift over to the town hall, so my jeweler there can place it in the strong room, where guards stand over it. Then, I shall float to places where people adore me, and give me cake. You must write an article, for the community, I mean Torquay Council's approved local magazine. It's called The Point.